The perfect example was Crying Game in Brisbane yesterday. You remember Crying Game? He's the horse who won a string of races in Perth at Christmas, won over $500,000 in prize money, won the West Australian Derby. Remember the Perth Cup on New Year's Day? Everybody was cheering Crying Game. He was the horse that might beat Octagonal, Nothing Like a Dane and Saintly in Sydney in the autumn. Well, Connections decided to bypass Sydney and go just a touch easier and go to Brisbane. They took on the Star 3-year-olds first. They weren't good enough. Then they went to the Doomben Cup. He wasn't good enough in that. Crying Game then ran in Tats Cup. He wasn't good enough in that. Yesterday, he ran in a field of 7 against very average opposition. As a matter of fact, I'd say the other 6 wouldn't have been out of place pulling a baker's cart. And what happened to Crying Game? Well, he started a 7-4 favourite on old form, but he still ran up to his present form and finished 5th in a field of 7. You should take that as a lesson. Remember Crying Game, or you'll be crying.
Maker, our Mr. Navigator's gone to second. Doctor's Orders is now third and the pace is on as the West Aussie might be trying to run them into the ground. Miller's off on Crying Game and it's going to be a truly run St. Ledger. Crying Game at the crossing at the Coca-Cola sign. He's about 8 to Fresno. Kenyon's gone past Doctor's Orders. He's the first gone. Then on the outside, Windsor Boy and Fine Spy's making a run, but Crying Game's a mile in front. Now York on Fine Spy looks the only possible danger as they head for home, and then Windsor Boy. Crying Game's getting a bit tired, 300 out. Fine Spy's 5 away, but he's getting closer from Windsor Boy. But Crying Game still in front at the 200. Fine Spy's trying hard, and then Windsor Boy. Crying Game in front at the 100. He's 4 lengths to Fine Spy for Windsor Boy. He's home today, Crying Game. The bad luck has disappeared, and Crying Game, the 3-year-old from the west, wins the St. Ledger by a big space.
Great ride by Brian York.
Yeah, certainly was a great ride by Brian York. I thought the unlucky runner was Rancho's Coup. You see him coming along the fence there, angling. Now he'll angle out for a run. He doesn't get it. When he does get some space, he does finish home very hard. But Cohawk down the outside was a super run.
Yeah, he had all the momentum, didn't he, Cohawk? As soon as he got off the rails, well, the race was as good as over. But Rancho's Coup, I agree with you, he's flying at the moment as well. Wasn't perhaps quite good enough to beat Cohawk yesterday, but a worthy second stringer for the stable's #1 horse.